Hello everybody, Brad Johnson here. In this video I'm going to be talking more about some interesting encounters at Mount Shasta. So I haven't been to Mount Shasta since 2019. I'm once again here, standing in the kitchen, and behind me is the beautiful backyard. We're just in a private cottage. It's absolutely gorgeous here. But we just arrived yesterday, and there was a very strange encounter. In fact, two strange happenings that occurred yesterday when we arrived. As soon as I stepped into the cottage here, I was basically just being overwhelmed by very strong radiant energies. But they were kind of like radiant energies mixed together with dark energies. It's a very strange sensation. And I was kind of walking through the cottage here. I was kind of getting a feeling of all the rooms here, and just going out into the backyard. It's a beautiful space, but there certainly was a lot of contamination contained inside this house. And so basically, in the best way I can put it, I ethericsed the space, right? Just putting a lot of pure source energy into the space. But just as I was beginning to do that, the power suddenly went out. And quite strange, which is, I guess it's not too strange, because there was a lightning storm, there was a thunderstorm by Mount Shasta, and it wasn't just this cottage, but the entire neighborhood had their power knocked out. I said, okay, no problem, it happens, maybe it's the thunderstorm. I don't know if it's something in regards to what I'm doing here, what I'm trying to do, but the power certainly got knocked out. And so I was basically preparing a script that I would say verbatim to basically enchant the entire house, enchant the entire backyard, the entire surrounding environment. As I got started, the power came back on. It came on for about 1.5 to 2 minutes, and then it went back off again. Very, very strange occurrences. But that's not the strangest thing. After I basically just enchanted the house, I ethericsed the house in that way, basically putting the pure source point center into the house and into the backyard. There's a tree here, just the one that you see over here in the corner. Let me point it that way. There we go. There's a beautiful tree out there, and I wanted to put a source point center into that tree as well too, because I thought, oh, maybe the backyard could use it as well too, because the house feels clean, but I still get the feeling that there's kind of a presence around this neighborhood that just doesn't feel right. And so what I did is I put the source point center and I imbued it directly into the tree. And it didn't happen right away. Basically, when you're basically imbuing a living thing, it can take a number of minutes before that takes place. About a minute or two after I imbued the source point field directly into the tree, my girlfriend was just standing like right at the edge of the back there. There's like a little fence leading to another home. And there's kind of like a small trench that leads into like a covering, kind of like a barn. And basically after I imbued the tree, it was about a minute or two afterwards, we heard a very strange sound. Okay? It was unlike anything I ever heard. And I'll see if I can do my best to try and re-dramatize what that sound was. It was kind of sounded like this. Like that. It was crazy. It was even crazier than that. Okay. It was almost like a creature, like a demonic, basically, was shrieking. It was a shrieking, screeching, just really horrifying sound. Of course, my girlfriend was a lot closer, so she heard it a lot more clear than I did. I was just up here by the deck, and I was just kind of checking on the imbuement from the tree, and all of a sudden we heard that horrible shrieking noise. And she was looking around, seeing if there was anything around there that could actually make that noise. But there was absolutely nothing. There was no physicality relating to the sound. But it was certainly coming from the dark enclosure, the dark barn that is just beyond our fence here from the cottage. And we were just looking all over the place for it. We were kind of looking to and fro. I was like even trying to peek. I said, what was that? What was that noise? Because again, I didn't hear it as well as she did. I said, was that a dog or something? No, it's no dog I've ever heard. But it was the most foul kind of shrieking noise. It was very shrieking and screeching, squawking kind of noise. And it was extremely inhuman, right? Like I said, she heard it a lot more stronger than I did, but I certainly heard it. And it was just, ugh. So it was a very, very dark enclosure, and the barn itself looks kind of ominous. So my feeling was that there may have been some type of entity, perhaps a demonic, basically, that was taking up refuge inside the barn. And as soon as I stepped inside this house, I could feel that energy of the quote-unquote entity or the demonic. And that would make sense. And then my feeling was that it was maybe a combination of different things that were happening regarding the power outage. That it may have represented, okay, there was some electromagnetic static from the lightning, the thunderstorm, possibly. But I also feel that it may also have been caused by this particular creature. So we never saw anything physically that came with that particular sound, that particular noise. I wish we got it on camera. So that was something just trippy. Like it was like that, just like a really, it's not something a human would make. It's not something an animal, any animal that I'm aware of, would ever make. So it was very, very trippy. But afterwards, it felt like the entire place was just completely freed, purified. After I imbued the tree, the whole backyard just felt a lot better. But we never really found out what the whole mystery was behind that mysterious shrieking sound. It was very, very strange. But anyways, I'm just kind of keeping a video log on any other interesting, fascinating experiences that we may encounter here in Mount Shasta. But this happened the very first day we came here. Quite fascinating. So, hope you're all doing well, and I will see if I can create another video. I'm probably going to be creating an Adronis video here while I'm in Mount Shasta, talking about the Mount Shasta experience. So hope you are all well. Thank you very much for tuning into this video, and I'll speak to you again in another perspective of the now. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaskar, and may it be well with you. Goodbye for now. Thank you so much for tuning in to New Earth Teachings on YouTube. Don't forget to check out our websites, newearthteachings.com, where you can do private sessions with me, and also etherics.co. And through Etherics, you'll be able to pick up your Healing Code Cards body deck, your mind deck, and your energy deck through Etherics. You will also be able to pick up the Etherbed kit. That is also on Etherics as well. Not to mention that you'll also be able to pick up some apparel and accessories that is also available on Etherics. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next one. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaskar, and may it be well with you.